Ladies and gentlemen, it is I, Tetcher, and welcome back to another replay cast. Today, we are going to... Hang on, I'm just trying to remember a button here. Nope, not that one. Never mind. Ooh, I found a thing. Okay, well, we're going to play with that later. But for now, welcome to another viewer-submitted replay cast, where you guys send your replays in to replays@tetcher.co.uk. Link to which is should still be in the description below. Don't believe I've accidentally missed it in some way, shape, or form. Hopefully I'll remember to check. But you can send those in. I will pick some every now and again and cast them. So, let's get into this straight away. For starters, this is going to be a Plat 4 Hero League game. So let's introduce our villains on the left-hand side. Ladies and gentlemen, playing on the left-hand side, we are going to have this crow that we've managed to capture mid-flight. Hold up, this raven, sorry. Ooh, look at how evil and red its eyes are and how horrendously sunburned it looks. But either way, ladies and gentlemen, let's introduce the team. So, playing for our blue team over here, we have Orchid, who is playing the Brightwing. Ragnaros, who's being played by Darkness. We have the Falstad, who's being played by Halo. Muradin, who's being played by Alucard. And, of course, we have the Li Ming being played by Bloom. Whereas on the right-hand side, we have our heroes for the day, where we have the Nazebo, I think that was the Nazebo, being played by GTL. We have the Uther being played by CT Kurt. We have Kerrigan being played by Roy Heenok. We have Gul'dan being played by Mad. And our hero for the day, long-time viewer, long-time submitter of replays, it is going to be the lovely Chris playing the Stitches. I am more than familiar with this particular Stitches, because I am a similar rank to Chris, therefore I run into him every now and again on Hero League. He currently, I believe, is 4-2 against me. He has a very positive win rate. We do win quite a lot of the maps we play together, but in terms of matching against him, he has a very positive win rate. So, let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen. Hitting the play button, we're going to be playing on Towers of Doom. For those who might be new to this channel, because I know I actually have a good influx of newer viewers. I don't know if they're new to the game or not, so let's find out. On Towers of Doom, there are these individual altars. Okay, actually, I should start from the side and go inwards. The core on this map is invulnerable. It has 40 health, which for some reason will display as a percentage up here. But it has 40 health. It's invulnerable. You cannot kill it without using the map objective. This area here, everything behind this line, is a kill zone for the enemy team. If they run into it, they will take a lot of damage and eventually probably die. There's only one set of forts on this map, as opposed to the normal ones. They're called bell towers, despite being displayed here as forts. If you kill a bell tower of your opponents, it will not just permanently be destroyed. It will transfer over to you and become one of yours. For example, if red team were to kill this bell tower, it would become a red team bell tower. Oh, hang on, Rag, and Muradin jumps in there, but Rag getting engaged upon pretty hard. Uther having to pull back, though, dropping too low on health. Alucard tanking it up. He is going to be able to survive, though, by the looks of it. So, every now and again, the objectives will begin, and on this map, the objectives are the altars. They spawn here, 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 and here. They'll only spawn a maximum of 3 at a time. Once you are able to channel and capture an altar without being interrupted, your core and every bell tower you own will fire one shot directly into the enemy core. So currently, if a team was to channel with the exact structures they have at the moment, they would fire 4 shots. Nice scouting with the spiders there by Nazebo, doing huge damage to Halo, actually. Oh, Nazebo dropping low, but Zombie Wall getting the save there. But if they were to be able to capture it now, then they would be able to fire 4 shots into the enemy core. If one team was to grab another team's bell tower, they would fire 5 shots, whereas the enemy team would only fire 3 shots because they have lost a bell tower. So there you go. That's how it works. The objective is to get the enemy core down to 0. First phase is always these 2 altars and this one here. We just lost Li Ming somewhere. And second phase is always just this one and this one, I believe. There's only 3 altar phases, and I believe it's this one and the 5th phase, but I will likely not keep track. and forget. So we're seeing red team moving up towards their altar for now. Going to set up an offensive position. Right now, bot has been completely ignored. Uther bringing up a good point. Oh, damage onto Kerrigan. She is taken out very quickly here. Now a lot of damage happening onto Gul'dan, but a good heal from CT Kurt here, keeping them alive. Once again, no one bot lane. Zebo's on his way, but Li Ming's already making her way down there. Falsta's grabbing the one on the left-hand side, and it's going to be red team attempting to grab theirs, but it's going to be a 2-for-1. If they're able to cap it, yes, Mad able to grab that for his team here. Now he's just going to try and deal some damage. Ooh, helping hand unnecessary. He was already out. He was safe, but he's out. He's safe either way. And Zebo going to push up. Very low on mana here. Broom could get some poke if she's able to get the good angle here. So we will keep an eye on that. Let's talk about the talents, as we haven't looked at them at all yet. Don't die before the objective. An excellent point there. Good advice, Captain Obvious. We're going to see GTL very much boned. The double dwarf connection will be able to take him down quite quickly. So, let's have a look at some Uther, please. Stop being BM. Some of the talents here. We have a Damper Magic coming in here. That's going to be good protection against the Li Ming and the Falstad, who did go for the Gathering Storm here, but yeah, went for Hammer Gains, as opposed to grabbing the Static Shield. Very strange choice of talents there. Oh, the Gul'dan should be able to get out. Nice use of helping hand by Chris, getting Mad to freedom. So, we have Amplified Healing as well. Extra help. Very good combo when you are with an Uther. Uther's healing is all burst healing, so the Amplified Healing allows him to get more value out of his mana and allows you to stay alive longer. Mad, once again, getting focused by the double dwarf connection. Kerrigan coming in, finds the Falstad and gets the kill. The hook coming in just in case to secure. Not able to get it, but still a kill is a kill. Uther is going for the W builds, the Wave of Light build, Holy Radiance, sorry. So he can poke from a little bit further away with the extra range and width, so that he can poke and try and deny the enemies the altars. Looks like I was wrong on the second altar phase here. So I knew it's always 1 or 2, so I guess it is just random from here. And he's also able to get a bit more mana efficiency. Gul'dan getting focused. Uther with a good start. Helping hand for the save. Once again, Chris on fire with that. Uther still dropping the ellipsis here. Still in a bad mood. So now we're seeing a bit of a group up. Kerrigan coming in from above. Rag versus Uther. The hammer fight has begun. We have Muradin here as well, adding even more hammers. The hook into the enemy base by Stitches. That will guarantee the kill onto Ragnaros. Nicely done, Chris. Showing why his Stitches should be feared here. He's going to be moving forward. Muradin getting focused down, taking a lot of damage. The poison, the corruption from Gul'dan, which he did take the stacking talent for, is able to guarantee the kill. They also hook in Li Ming, focusing her down, but the follow-up stun was not there. Uther was out of mana. So we're just going to see the 1-1 trade for the moment. And that still leaves our blue team slightly ahead in terms of the objective. But red team, or orange team in my case, because I use colorblind mode, beginning to catch up. Burden of Guilt has come in for Uther here, so he's giving even more follow-up, allowing Kerrigan a better opportunity to get her CC in, as she went for the extra damage and the Pulse here. The Pulse is more of a solo laning talent, allows you to clear lanes that little bit quicker, and about Bladed Momentum allows you to get some cooldown reduction. Maybe you can get some good kills out of it. Going in for Brum, going to wait for the teleport. A little bit too early there, and didn't even actually drop the stun. So if the zombie wall had come down, I'm pretty sure Kerrigan would have actually died there. Now it's the Zebo in a bit of trouble, getting focused down. Remember, Chris, that's helping Hadley will probably get the Zebo out of here. Yes, he does. Beautifully done here by Chris, protecting his more vulnerable team members in the form of the Zebo and Gul'dan, doing a great job with this. Darkness getting poked down quite aggressively here. He once again has gone for the Fire Ward here, so he's protecting himself from a little bit of the ability power damage that will be coming in from Gul'dan. And the Zebo, Gul'dan, by the way, the opposite of what Stitch is going for, has the hunger for power, so he's going to be a little bit harder to heal, going to be trusting on his own healing, which is strange because he did went for the improved life tap, as opposed to the self-healing talent he can get here. But hopefully, this will at least mean he doesn't have to tap as much, so hopefully he won't need as much healing. That is probably the idea. Halo, taking a little bit of damage here. If Roy Henoch could get a good jump here, he would probably be able to get the kill if he could take into account the barrel roll, but Falstad has already pulled back. Kerrigan dropping the stun behind her just in case. Another double altar phase here, coming in straight away. We will see red team begin to work their way down, but a good cut off by blue team here, easily able to pick up the Kerrigan. The Zebo running straight into it. This is a bit risky. If Halo was still here, they might be able to guarantee a kill. Instead, Nazebo will be able to pull back, and Chris arriving just in time to zone out this objective area and give his team time to arrive. Li Ming, though, has once again been left completely unattended in the bot lane and will be able to channel that to completion and get another turn in. So just Hook missing, Falstad from below, doing a lot of damage. Barrel roll used though, because Falstad is a little low, needs to stay near that Brightwing, get that Brightwing healing. Chris and Uther interrupted. We once again have a bit of a hammer fight with Uther frontlining. Nazebo way too far forward here, getting focused. Good heal by Uther, but there's no follow-up, no heroics available yet, so there was nothing for extra protection. Gul'dan in retreat, but Kerrigan has returned. Misses the stun though, good teleport away, and it's Gul'dan that drops, Kerrigan dropping too, and blue team taking a dominant position here. They're going to grab another couple shots here. If they're smart, like Muradin wants to do here, they will grab this camp to put some pressure onto the bot lane. If you can control bot lane, it's very hard for you to lose the game. Very damage-based heroics coming in from the blue team here. We have Disintegrate for the Li Ming avatar, the Hinterland Blast, the Furious Smash, and the Blink Heal. If they go on Emerald Wind, which I don't feel terrible about on this map, they could have used it here. Blink Heal does give you a bit of... Brightwing's one of those heroes who I think is probably the best support when it comes to going against Stitches. Two supports I would say are Uther, but Uther's not in the meta. Then again, neither is Brightwing. Brightwing would be the second one due to the fact that Brightwing can either Blink Heal away after being hooked, or if she takes Emerald Wind, can teleport in and get some good value. Teleporting in here onto Falstad, onto the person who's been gorged there. We see Chris took gorge and killed off Ragnaros Orchid. Now a bit out of position, able to blink heal to Muradin though and get himself out of danger. Turns it around onto Seekert, who remember has armor as a baseline now, thanks to recent changes to him. He's going to get changed again soon apparently. Good start onto Brightwing, who will get killed off here. Hinterland Blast, not able to get the kill, but the Horrify is good, separating out the heroes here. Falstad getting focused down. Disintegrate, forcing back Gul'dan, who has no mana or health here. Kerrigan gets Divine Shielded, and she will be able to pull back. It is Gorge, Horrify, Divine Shield, as we saw, Maelstrom, nearly, and Gargantuan. So, both teams now on even levels, beginning to work down each other, attempt to look for more kills. Chris looking for a hook opportunity. He will have it back up in just a couple seconds. In fact, I think he has it back now. So he's looking for a delicious target. We'll keep him selected so that we can see good damage onto Ragnaros here. The Sulfurous lands, and Kerrigan is focused down, but they're also able to take down Ragnaros here. So the melee for the melee here. Halo getting drained, but the Hammer Gaze actually keeping him alive quite nicely here, able to stay alive. He's gone for Secret Weapon too, so a very strange build coming in from this Falstad. A bit of a hybrid build, in fact. There's the hook, there's the gorge. Is barrel roll available? If it is, he might escape if he can get away from Uther. Nope, Uther with the stun, and that's going to be a guaranteed kill. Nicely done. So it's a 2-for-1 trade in favour of our heroes here, who are going to begin making their way down, or at least one of them will, in the form of Chris, making their way down to the bot lane. Remember, there's no wall here, so the Gorge strat will not work here. It's also on cooldown. So this is just going to be Chris delaying in time for his team. There are 3 heroes on the way from base and 1 from top lane. So as long as he can delay one more slam, yes, he's able to get it. He gets polymorphed, but he's able to tank it. Ragnaros dropping the Molten Core very aggressively here, which does not make a huge amount of sense considering his team is the one currently channeling. This is mostly to deny the enemy team, but instead he's turning it into a team fight ability, which is actually going quite well. Horrify used a 1 hero here. Kerrigan has sort of just walked away and is attacking minions for no reason at all. Falstad arrives, hits that blast, hits 2 heroes. That's huge damage. Kurt Divine shields himself though, and Kerrigan is able to pick up the first kill of the fight onto Muradin, but then dies out. Gul'dan dropping huge damage, gets Sulfura smashed here, but Brood will still die. Meteor chasing down Mad, who will get taken out as well. Kurt still with no health. Shrink Ray used onto him. It's Chris and the Gargantuan focusing down Halo. They turn it onto Darkness, who is way away from the rest of his team. It is a 2 versus 3, and our heroes will take the fight here. Halo coming in aggressively. Gargantuan is just going to turn straight onto him and start beating him up. Chris has hook, but no mana for it, so instead it's going to be Uther who saves the day with 80 hit points remaining, able to get all of the damage there and the stun to protect Stitch's life. Well played there. And by the way, Falstad did go for Thunderstrike, so even more damage here, but yet still didn't go for the Static Shield. It's a very strange hybrid build we're seeing from Falstad here. Li Ming went for Cannoneer, which is not a terrible talent. I would personally prefer it on Battlefield, but I guess it will work here. Gul'dan with Dark Bargain. I haven't seen this since Swimpy took it once. So basically, now he has an extra 25% health and has more 15 seconds extra respawn time, which is pretty devastating. He just needs to not die. That health needs to make the difference, or it's going to be very invaluable here. Unvaluable? Invaluable? I don't know. We're seeing Nazebo focus down. Very aggressive. Advance is cancelled by the hammer. Sulfurous Kerrigan with no health. She doesn't have adaptation, and there is the kill. But they get Falstad as well. Nazebo is able to escape barely, but that AoE damage from the Sulfurous there was able to guarantee the kill. Brightwing able to teleport out as well, even with the Shrink Ray. And good hook on a Rag. That will guarantee the kill onto him. Maybe not actually. Good healing. There we go. Uther with the follow-up stun, and Nazebo able to run in and finish up the damage. Gargantuan got a bit distracted by some minions. In the bot lane, that Sapper seemed to have got really distracted there, but it's trying to push in, but Muradin will be able to clear that up eventually. Good job there. And we see Mad having to heal up because, yeah, he has a big health pool now. We can actually see how much he has. He has 38k compared to Muradin, who has 4.5k, so still pretty good. City should have the most here, 5.2k health. And I just found out the button to look at the actual stats here, so we can actually see here. Oh, okay, we only have to hit it once, otherwise it makes the noise. So for starters, Boss attempting to be taken here by the blue team. They are attempting to go for it, moving in. We can even see that there is vision on him. Red team moving in are going to be able to cancel that out. You can see here, 10 armor, 10 physical, 10 spell armor. That's what Uther has as a baseline now. You can see his mana regen and everything. Look at that, it's so cool. 1 attack per second with 140 attack damage. That is cool. I have learned. So we're seeing altars attempting to be captured by blue team and red team. Horrify is used, or Furious is used, and the helping hand not able to do it. I'm pretty sure Horrify was interrupted. Yes, it was. Kerrigan, though, able to channel for her team. So it's actually a 2-for-1 this time in favor of our red team. Good hook. Is there a gorge follow-up? No, there is not. Yes, there is. Darkness finally gorged in. The Hinterland Blast is good. Darkness will fall here. And they're able to take him down. Now Chris looking for more. He won't have hook for another couple seconds. He did not take Fleabag here. So he just have that extra cooldown reduction to be able to burst that down very quickly. Hook with Fishing Hook. Not able to land this time. Not able to guarantee that easy kill. So now it is just Stitches wading his way forward, just clearing up minions here. He's taken the indigestion here. Not indigestion. Is what I was going for that first time. So basically he can create a wrenchling if he's able to kill a minion with his E, which is a nice little bit of healing and also a little bit of extra damage in fights. Chris wading forward. Good stun by Kerrigan, grabbing 2, and that's a guaranteed kill onto Brightwing. Good disintegrate from below by Broom there, but not able to get the preferable targets here. Kurt wading forwards as well. Even without cleanse, they're able to just destroy through this. Stitches able to out-damage Muradin with the help of Gul'dan, who just arrives in time to drop an insane amount of damage. So now red team grabbing those sappers, which will begin to push in. Rag out of position. Stitches coming in for the body block. Shrink Ray used as well. So Furious does land on Stitches, but the damage output is good. Stun by Uther here. Chris positioning himself. He wants Uther to try and block off the exit here, but Uther is not prepared. They're still able to get the kill though and guarantee that. They're not going for the boss. Instead, they're trying to push in this bot lane. That won't actually. No, the Sapper gets killed off. So they're not going to be able to guide in any Sappers here, but they will still get an extra bell tower, which will give them the advantage, while they're still getting XP in the top lane, thanks to Nazebo, who's getting an aggressive push up there. We have double strike, by the way, for Kerrigan, who's gone for very much a burst-based build. Another unnecessary Hinterland strike, Hinterland blast here by Halo, but it's not too bad, because it goes on a short cooldown. Fear is used, and the Gorge here. They're pulling Falstad back. Can they get the follow-up damage? Yes, they can. Poison and Gul'dan is enough. And Kerrigan jumps directly into the helping hand. That was cool to see. Nazebo has also managed to half health this fort basically on his own here. Uther has pulled back, so these guys in the bot lane need to be careful as he is about to start channeling Muradin. In position to try and prevent this, but it's going to get zoned out by Kerrigan. Nazebo is able to grab the fort, but is currently being chased by Ragnaros. He did not need to ice block here, and now he's in a bit of a rough position on his own. Drops the toad, gets some good damage, runs towards the enemy base, which is a good plan here. Good zombie wall, protecting himself for at least a bit. Gargantuan, really wish you'd focus on the actual hero here. Just in time, though. Nazebo able to delay long enough for his team to arrive. They're able to guarantee that kill. If they were quick enough, they could probably grab these sappers as well and attempt to guide them in. Instead, they are clearing the mid lane. And instead, it looks like they're going to focus the boss here. Ragnaros is down for a while. It's a good move. There's no Mighty Gust. There is no Emerald Wind. And even no Wave of Force. So actually, there's no abilities here on the side of the blue team that could prevent our red team here from taking this boss. So they're going to be able to grab that very quickly. No effort really expended there. They're already at level 20. We have the redemption for Uther so that he will revive after he dies once he's which I don't think he has yet. Let's have a quick look. No, Uther has not died, so a bit of an unnecessary talent here, but I guess it is fine. Stitch's Bolt of the Storm, the lovely hook into Gorge, into Bolt of the Storm strategy is brutal, and Li Ming may be a victim of it here, or at least a victim of the hook. Bolt over the wall by Kerrigan, able to guarantee the kill there. Top will get killed off here by blue team, so that won't even it up because mid was just taken, and now we're seeing red team focus on the bot lane. So we are now in basically the worst nightmare for a team on Towers of Doom, where they're constantly chasing. Because now blue team has to kill off this, but by the time they've killed off this, they have to head down here. And by the time they've got down here, if red team were reacting quick enough, they could have rode up the top. Instead, they're going to focus and guarantee another kill, which makes it much easier for them to grab one of these as they have just spawned. So a good move either way. Could have rotated up, instead able to guarantee the kill, and that should guarantee them the game. It's going to be a 4 versus 5 fight with all heroics except for Gargantuan and Gorge available for our red team. Now they're just going to chase in onto Halo. Chris gets the vision. Is he going to be able to catch someone? He really should be the other side. Kerrigan should wrap around to the other side here to guarantee that kill. Good stun. This is actually taking tower damage there. There was full vision of him. Focusing onto Muradin. The tower's still doing damage to him. The horror fight is good, but you can see both these shrines are being channeled. Uncontested. No hit to Land Blast. Will delay the first time. Hook does miss here. Uther gets the one on his side. Falstad goes in and gets absolutely deleted. Down goes Brightwing, and that is going to be GG. Broom chased out as well. Kerrigan even lives. Muradin coming in for one last final effort, but it is too late. Shots will go into his core, and that should not be GG. I apparently can't count. So red team, they just need to grab some mercenaries in the bot lane, and that will end the game here. I don't like this new percentage feature. I hope that gets changed. So we're going to see red team move straight into the bot lane, and they will clear that up as quick as anything and get prepared for the push. All they have to do is guide the sappers. They're going to be against just Ragnaros, and Ragnaros, he can't even use his heroic here, his trait here, to grab this fort in the bot lane to prevent the sappers from being guided in. So we're going to see them guide in 8 seconds for Falstad to return. Sappers wrapping around, but with Rag already gone, that's going to be it. Even Falstad can't get there in time. So that well, he can get there in time actually if he flew, but he's going to be 1 versus 4. It's looking unlikely. First Sapper makes it in. Falstad did not fly in, and that is GG. Falstad pretends to fly in mid-air. So there you guys go. And I agree, Stitch's MVP indeed. Like I said, I'm very scared of Chris's Stitches consistently here. Well-deserved actual MVP in game. 8 kills, 20 deaths, and most damage taken in his team. So well played to Chris. Thank you for submitting that replay. And remember, guys, if you want to submit your replay, you could do so at replays@tetcher.co.uk. And you can send those in, find the replay files, send them over to me. Please let me know like what game mode it is and what rank it is, if it's a ranked game mode. And who you are in the replay. This is something that people still don't do a bit. But yeah, I'm back doing these again, so please send those over to me, and I will cast your games for you. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it. Once again, big thank you to Chris, and I will see you all next time.
Alright, kick that.